a public hearing for the proposed, for the purpose of discussing the proposed comprehensive plan. At this time, the floor is open for anybody who wants to talk about the comprehensive plan. Hey, Gary. Yeah, especially because there's a bunch of, maybe some grants out there again, or you know, get some of the ARPA money again. I don't know what we were left with.
But you've already earmarked it, so I don't know
Right.
what you can do with
No, I
it.
think we actually put it down.
What do you, I didn't even, I came
Yeah.
in late to the conversation.
I think we might have earmarked, can we earmark some of that
For
the
what?
park?
Oh, yes, a good part, like 32.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know they carried it in and out. Yeah.
I've just been waiting a little longer, I gotta order a couple benches, or at least a bench, but I wanted to figure out, I was gonna talk to Kevin about it, figure out how many he thought was appropriate.
Yeah, for down at the court.
Yeah, I'm sure at least one on each side, but maybe
Yeah.
two on each side, I don't know.
We gotcha. He's not here today.
Yeah. But that's all right, we don't need them right now, I
No.
don't wanna put them out in the snow.
oh, yeah.
Nothing?
I'm gonna make two piles, one with just my signature and one that has a second.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Joe, is, Mr. Conley, is he feeling okay?
Actually, Robbie talked to him yesterday when we were reading meters, he said he seemed all right.
Okay, good.
You called me last night.
Yeah,
He's gonna come tomorrow.
yeah, for the roof.
Maybe
Yeah, I just,
give him a word again. I don't know.
There's probably gonna be snow on the roof, I mean, there's icicles hanging down there at the park.
Yeah.
You see them on the camera, the icicles dangling.
Yeah.
Great.
I ran into my office this morning and quick comparison and it was snow. Looked awesome. Pretty. It's not leaking though. It's
It's close, right?
okay. Yeah, we'll lose it there with that overtime. No, we just watched that TV. Yeah, yeah, hang on. All right, they're 18 years old, you know. They did a great season, you know. Last year too, they had a good season. They were all freshmen last year. So yeah. This week is the, they got the wheelchair basketball.
Yes, because they're not one, but
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
every time we touch something, it turns to shit, so.
They got a couple people from Syracuse men's basketball, and
I
I got
don't.
two from there.
I'm actually in the
And then
process,
five from
in
women's.
the process of getting prices, yeah,
But
because
I don't really know.
$20,000.
They probably like 20% day. I'm not really sure. Three celebrities.
Boss man, I will have something. I will have something. I didn't have it when he made the agenda, but I do now.
You got something to talk about?
Yeah,
I hope it's good. I hope it's juicy.
so, no.
It's not juicy. No. That's those like, which ones do you think?
Those need more.
Need more.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I did it because I'm a fire chief. Yeah. More or less. I mean, I was, yeah. Right. January's back.
Yeah.
Anybody was wondering?
Take the paws off, is that,
Nope, we don't take the paws off.
so April 15th?
Come sit down. Copy, awesome.
So how do you pronounce his name?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Mike, that's the one.
Gallagher. It's like the guy that smashes the watermelons.
I don't.
You know, I don't know if you
young man?
Lives on Sulphur Springs, he used to, 58.
Was he the one with the cows on his house? The
Oh,
Wilford church?
no, my oldest son is
So
30.
that yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not maybe,
I might have.
you know, I don't know.
When was their old?
Yeah, just, it's
I don't
Kyle.
know.
Have it?
Kyle's in there, my son Kyle.
Oh, I heard my dad.
Or his, his dog.
Hi, Wayne.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm really ready for spring.
Well, not as ready as we are, Wayne.
I bet.
You still have salt, or did you run out?
No, we still got some, yep.
Yes.
We actually we had more of a problem keeping sand than we did salt, so we, just because we mix it all, that's really what saves us, you know?
Yeah, good.
Right before
Yeah.
the parade on the left-hand side, pretty much across the street from the new house that was built, it's going across the fair apartments.
Okay.
This one, the house, it was like houses all right next to the golf course, you get up the smaller little houses.
These have two, those have one. Do these need one?
Yes, I think go, please.
Usually when I come home, I try to leave the windows open. And there's not any air out there, and I wasn't today.
Did you have to go up on the hillside, up on the hilltops?
Yeah, we sanded 3:30 or 4:30 this morning, and they're gonna have to go do it again.
Oh my.
I cannot believe how white the roads are.
I
Can't
wonder-
believe it, we cannot win.
I heard him at 4:30. They
Yeah.
didn't plow, they just did sand.
Yeah, those roads they were actually just icy. There were no snow on them, but
Yeah,
it was slippery. So now they're white.
that's crazy.
On 233 today, the blowing across there was terrible.
Just the wind
I'm
is
like, boy,
just,
I've missed that.
the wind has just been relentless. This year, it's crazy how bad it's been.
Yeah.
I mean, in all the years, I'm telling you, I think this is the worst it's ever been. Bob Easy come over when I was at the office there, he's like, well, I just was wondering when the guys might be out sweeping. I said, well, last week our intention was to be sweeping Monday. But obviously, we're,
Mother Nature didn't it?
yeah. And he says, well, I usually get my car out in May, but I wait till you guys get the roads done. He's got some classic car, must be that
Oh, yeah.
he stores somewhere. And he-
Bob does?
Yeah.
Huh.
I said, we're shooting for next week, but I hate to say it, we're gonna.
I know, don't know.
I would never thought we'd have this kind of wind blowing like this.
Okay, these you decide.
Listen, I lived on Ferris Hill from the time I was 22 till I was plowing that road till I was 22 till I was 40. Well, yeah, I lived up there before we had shifts. I plowed before we had 2 shifts up there. That was always fun.
You should go to my room.
Park them at 11 and come back at 4.
Oh, yeah?
Well, every day. Every day.
Like, talk about no life, huh? Just,
You had 0 life.
yeah, I thought.
You were on house arrest from, November 1st till, it was funny because we were talking about today at the garage. Usually it seemed like winter was over in March most of them times
Okay.
when we were younger. So
Sure.
you could, but now, geez, it drags into April and end of April. It's like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
I remember every single Mother's Day, being on the soccer field, and it's snowing and raining and awful.
Yeah, down
Yeah.
like
It was
and
always
stuff.
awful, yeah.
Yeah.
It was never good.
Yeah. I remember a couple of those being canceled too because of the snow.
Yeah.
I can remember plowing on Mother's Day. Same thing, 6 inches of snow we had. It
Yeah.
was 70 degrees on a Friday, or Saturday, and Sunday it was 6 inches of snow on the roads. Oh God, I hope that won't happen this year.
Well, my son's birthday is May 22nd, and it could either be 30 degrees or it could be 80 degrees.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
You used to always figure March had one wet, heavy snowstorm.
And it's funny because this March, we had
Nothing.
some wind and nothing heavy early and really didn't get a lot of big snow, wet, heavy snow in March. It was funny. Then all of a sudden, here we are in April. Must have got their months screwed up a little bit.
Do we need to do anything with that Harris Hill Road, with the water main break or the water line repair? Do we need to do anything with an apron or anything there? Like it's on the driveway?
I don't think so, no,
Yeah, it's just right, it was on that grass, so.
yeah, it's in between Venaro's driveway and the next one up.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, once they make top, we're gonna cut that out and pave it, but
Alright.
there's nobody's making top right, or, I'm sorry, nobody's making blacktop right now. Unless you want to Syracuse.
Oh, really, Syracuse, man?
Yeah, they make it.
It'll be frozen by the time it gets here.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, when that's,
Hot box.
You know what's funny?
Bite your tongue.
it's a county road, so it's required by them anyway,
We
so.
paved,
That
we
have
put a
to
culvert
replace it
pipe
back to
in.
normal.
Oh, geez, I don't even know, it was late in the year, just before the snow, on Campbell Road there, right by the trailer park, that all, remember, Al fell in, they had to put Ted Parks, they ended up hauling blacktop, they hauled it from Albany.
Wow.
Nobody was open, they had no blacktop plants open around here, they had to truck it from Albany to pave that,
Wow.
because that's how late in the season it was, and it was cold. Held up pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they trucked it all the way from Albany to bring it here to finish that road. God, that probably was 10 years ago already.
Oh, Wayne, I have this for you. I don't know if you have these, I'm sure you do, but I found some extras,
Are they lockout tags?
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Sure.
one of my travels.
Put them right in the package, right in the box.
I know where these can go.
Perfect. Thank you.
Just a minute, and we'll start the regular meeting.
Thanks, Tony, so much about you. I just want to be finished.
What we got, everyone?
Hopefully I don't need it.
Okay, 5 o'clock in the day.
I never know.
Okay, we're gonna close out the public hearing, for the purpose of discussing the proposed comprehensive plan. That, I'm gonna open up the, town board meeting, and we'll start with the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Okay, again, welcome everybody. Okay, let's see, we'll look for a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held on March 11th, 2025.
I'll make the motion.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion to approve the financial statements for the month of March of 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
Second.
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? I have nobody on the agenda that's wanted to talk at this time, so I'm just gonna move on to my, my info. I'm just gonna be skipping that first one. We just gotta make sure we're, have the comprehensive plan, procedure done correctly. All right, so we're just gonna hold off and just make sure we'll just look at it one more time. Speeding concerns on Sulphur Springs Road. Everybody kind of saw an email that I did receive. Obviously, I responded back to this person as well. I've also reached out to Rob Macho and Mary Pratt, because this is a county road. Alright, so we only have so much say with, I don't know if you have to see this at all, Lynn.
I've heard.
Okay, alright. Concerns about the speeding, obviously, is what's going on up and down Sulphur Springs Road. I don't know if there was some drag racing too, I guess. And of course, the famous dump trucks that are going back and forth, so. I just wanted everybody to see it, to see the complaint and concerns that is happening on Sulphur Springs Road. And just for the record, obviously, that's not our, speed, sign, I'm just gonna say that. That's what, the county's BPO?
Yeah.
I feel it's the county, they
It's got
put them
county
in the
plates on
school
it, yeah.
zones
Yeah, there's a big thing going on now with school zones, so.
and sending out letters.
they'll be, I don't know if that one will light up or if it's tracking you now, but.
Yeah, that's what we were
But they're
wondering.
doing, it sends out warnings and then after that you get a ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, they did
We'll see how it
500 and
works.
some in New Hartford.
How many?
500 and some in a week in New Hartford and 54 in Whitesville.
60 in Clinton.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's only in a few days.
When did it switch from 30 to 55? Do you have any idea?
Up at Reservoir.
Yeah,
The
it's
signs, just before Reservoir Road, it's this,
Oh,
when
that
when
is
you're
it.
coming down, it turns to 30 at the, right at when you come near Reservoir.
in that area?
It is. It's
Yeah.
right
Okay,
around.
I kind of read it that, they just,
Oh.
they changed it. It was originally 30 and now it's 55. Okay, so it's right where it's, where they changed.
Right, it's always
Okay.
probably, it's always been probably 55, and
Okay.
then it cut off up there, so.
Uh-huh.
So-
Actually, I think it was 45 down through that school for the longest time, then they changed it to 30.
And if we all remember right, because we looked to try to lower it under 30 at one point, when Jim was here, and Jim stated that's the lowest you can go in.
Well, I don't know, I think,
West
I
Side,
think-
the school's on 25.
well, I was just gonna
I
say
drive through it
Whitesboro
every day.
over there on, what is it, Arch Mills Road
I
is.
think the state laws, you have to have somebody's walker, if there's so many kids like walk or whatever, the sidewalk,
I think
or
it's-
the whole like.
I just think it's up to the, I think it's up to the county. I think they, especially being a county road, I think they would probably do a study.
Yeah.
They'd come in and because they have all them guys that do all that.
Correct, yeah.
And they would say, well, if you wanted to lower to 20, it'd be probably from school to school, and then, obviously,
All right.
Well, you would think Whitesboro, they have a sidewalk, so why would it have to be so low? But we don't have sidewalk, so you would
But
think
we don't have
here.
walkers. Ours all get bused.
Oh, I see lots of walkers.
Well, yeah, they
honestly.
do, but they
Yeah.
do bus everybody.
I mean, I don't care what they do there, unless they put a cop sitting there,
Ron, you're right.
you're wasting signs and you're wasting time, because,
It's not like we have a say anyway.
that's right, nobody,
Right.
nobody abides to them. They just,
You're right.
it's, sometimes
Is
you
it-
wonder, I mean, 30 is, go 30, I mean, it's not a big deal, it's,
It's harder to go 20.
a lot of people can't go 30.
Yeah, but it is a big deal if you hit a child.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it is.
Just happened
Yeah,
at Central Square.
You can hit a child at 20.
yes, but they won't get as hurt. I mean, they will get hurt, but.
It's just people, like I said, unless there's law enforcement probably sitting there every day to really slow them down, it's gonna be tough to.
They put cameras all over the buses and people are still passing them, so I mean, it's,
Yeah.
some of these people, they're just ignorant. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Let's see, fireworks over Sequoia, I think it probably what it is again.
Yep.
They're set off to go on May 16th, all right? They're going to use the upper hillside that they always do, but the event is held at the school. Just a reminder for the training for the workplace violence, sexual harassment, just try to do your best to get that squared up. Anybody that hasn't finished that. If you have any issues, just let us know, all right? The other thing that came across, that was supposed to be on here too, is, looking at the New York State Controller's report on fiscal year endings, on who should be doing their audit reports, basically checking their books. For the fire departments as of right now, Paris Hill hasn't done theirs since 2019, and Sequoia hasn't done theirs since 2016.
I was at a training for this, and they are sending, and they are starting, they sent letters and calling, there's 208 fire department, they're gonna start getting audited. The fine can be $5 a day for every day it wasn't done. And 2 out of 6 are in our county are ours.
So it's a concern right now that those books aren't being audited, so. something that we will have to monitor just a little bit. Alright. That's all I had at my stuff. Did anybody have any questions for me? Wayne, highway.
Yes, it wasn't long after last month's meeting, I got a phone call from, salesman at Utica Mac, to advise us that there will be an added $3,500 tariff, projection for the new cabin chassis that we voted last month. I think it was 174 last month. And what Art told me is basically they're putting this in with the hopes that it's gonna be off before even the truck gets built, so.
Yeah.
But he said, I don't wanna not tell you about it and not put it in, and then you get some surprise to say, oh geez, I thought it was, you know,
Right, this number, we got this.
so.
Are you looking?
You wanna amend the resolution, add the $3,500
Yes,
for
please.
it?
It seems like what we should do, yes.
And I'll get the number of the resolution.
Great, thank you.
Let's see, resolution 27 of 2025.
Okay, so looking for a motion to make amendment to resolution number 27 of 2025.
And it'll be, cause it's
Please swing it.
174 plus your 3, so 177,
177.
177.
177.5.
Yeah.
Alright, can I get a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Alright. What else?
The second part would be the body of the truck. We got the updated part from Tracy Road. Again, it's basically this says 171, and again, it gives you the information in here that says, you know, there could be an added fee, not guaranteeing it, but there could be an added fee. And basically what this paper does, what this does, if we sign it or if we get the approval, we sign it and send it back to them, this gives us a place. It don't necessarily tell us that, okay, your body's gonna be built, it gives us a place to say, okay, you're on the list.
Right.
It could be months
Get in the queue.
down the road to get it done, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I guess we need to,
Yeah, because this is for the.
this would be the sander, box, the plow equipment for the new Mac 10-wheeler cabin chassis that you voted on.
Yep. Yeah, this is the other half.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically, so, yeah, kinda hard.
We're halfway there.
Yeah, but,
We got 2 wheels.
that's really what I got at this point. I don't know if you even really, they put a fee on here, with, you know, basically there's updated stuff or whatever they did of 171,856. I don't know that you wanna hold true to that, or I don't know how you wanna work that, or.
Well,
Not to exceed.
not to exceed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that for now.
Well, because,
Tariff comes in.
Yeah, and then if.
We'll do the same thing.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I guess basically I just wanna make sure that we can, it's okay with everyone to fill this out and give it back to Tracy so they can at least get us on that waiting list
Okay.
for the truck.
Okay, so you're looking for the agreement with Tracy Road Equipment, purchasing the sander.
Yep.
The plow, basically the plow unit and, sorry, those are things. Same amount?
It'll be the combination box, the dump box and sander,
Okay.
and it'll be the plow equipment.
Okay.
And this time, we're not buying a double wing snow plow, we're actually buying a single wing
All right,
snow plow this
all
time.
right. Not to exceed, $171,856.
Yeah, and 83 cents.
And 83 cents. Got it. All right, can I get a motion on that, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second? All in favor?
Okay, so we can send this back then? Okay.
You want me to sign it, or you can sign it, whatever you want?
Yeah, I can look at it, let's see, so, one of the other things here, we went through, the traffic lights down to the corner. So as you guys know, you purchased a truck,
Yeah.
a bucket truck, last year before Jim had left, that they purchased a bucket truck.
Yes.
Anyway, I think Mike said, or Kim said that they charge us
Yeah, it's out of control.
$600
Yes. Yeah, it's
every
ridiculous.
time they have to come change a bulb.
Right.
So Jason, because Jason and Steve Messenger are, qualified on the truck to do, anyway,
Yeah.
Jason looked up the price of the bulbs for the unit down there, And I think the most expensive bulb was $65 or $75
Yeah.
a bulb. The most expensive, not the, so I don't know if you folks, we, as the highway department, we totally can,
Yeah, we appreciate that, yes.
we totally can go down and change a bulb when it's out.
Thank
To
you.
save us $600 a whack. Basically, we thought that if we put 2 of each, you know, 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 green,
Yeah,
and just had them on the shelf, and when we drive, oh, the light bulb's out, or somebody calls the shop, we take the truck up
right,
and we fix the bulb,
I know,
instead of calling.
yes.
I almost, when she told me, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I could not believe it was that kind
Yeah, it's
of,
out of control, yeah.
I can't believe it. So, I mean, there's things, you know, with the electrical or what have you, or, you know, if the light gets ripped off again or something, I mean, we can't.
Right.
But as far as going to change a bulb for $600,
Yeah.
I think we can, I totally know we can handle
I'm
that.
all about that, there's a line for that and everything, so.
Okay, so if you
Please
guys
do
are
it.
good with it.
Please, I say yes, yeah.
And again, I think, I wanna say, just in the winter, they changed 4 bulbs for us.
Yeah. I wouldn't stock up too much on bulbs, I mean, I know they're not that
No, no, I'm
expensive,
thinking-
just because traffic control line gets depleted.
Like I say, I mean, 2 each, you figure, usually, well now, since they raised everything up and put everything back where it was,
Yeah.
Doing it
But-
once yourself is gonna pay for all the bulbs.
yeah, yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. We're not buying that many.
Right.
6,000, 60.
We do it at least twice, they
It's
do
only
at least 2 bulbs a year.
$360.
Yeah.
Cause it seems like once they change one, next month another one
Yep.
goes.
And these, the bulbs that Jay looked up were LED, so they're not, they're just not incandescent bulbs, they're actually, you know, brighter,
I
better.
like it.
So if you're good with that, we'll handle that stuff until it's something we can't handle.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
And, the last thing was that I was curious about, I talked to Mike and Kim about, was our brush pickup for years, I'm gonna go back a long time, I mean, 25 years probably, has been from November, or, it's been from May to October, I think it was, right? That's what, I would like to change that to April to November, only because, I know there's a reimbursement with what happens, how you guys do it to
Yeah, reimburse highway.
and I just, because we pick up so much stuff before May, we actually really almost do a full pickup because we gotta kinda clean everything up before we go sweep.
Sure.
And plus if the weather's good and whatever at the end of the year, we can keep going, you know? Cause some people don't know, we call, when you stop, we stop in October, well then a tree fell down and you're out, geez, I thought you guys were done and put it out, we'll come get it. Well, I think just maybe if we make it from April to October, or November, everybody knows about it and we're
Okay,
covered. If the weather turns to crap in November, then we're okay.
all right.
But
Is
if,
there anything we need to do differently on that?
I didn't know if you
I think you
needed,
can maybe just make a resolution declaring the dates, I think.
Okay, all right.
I didn't know. I just wanted to bring it up for
No,
you guys.
yeah, we'll do that then. So we're gonna just increase the,
By 2 months, we'll do it, instead of doing we'll do it April to November instead
okay,
of
all right.
May,
For
October.
the brush pickups for those months, okay. All
Yeah,
right,
no.
Can I get a
So
motion?
April 1 to November
30,
Yeah, November 30.
Yeah,
30?
weather
it's
permitting.
only 30 days. in
Okay, it's only 30 days in November.
I mean, do it till the 31st, nobody probably knows.
After Thanksgiving.
Mike, I got Judy with one motion. Second
Awesome.
motion? Second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Okay, that's basically all we got, so hopefully,
All right. Any other questions for Wayne, for highway? Thank you.
if there is any questions, we are definitely out sweeping, we've, done that. We are Race Automotive, I don't know who that is. But we'll, so anybody calls or asks, we're out, we're definitely out, so just get rid of this weather, we'll be full tilt
Understandable.
cleaning.
All right, good.
Yep.
Thank you, Wayne. Gina, codes and zoning.
So I'm in building permits since the last meeting, and I'm reviewing a new residential right now that, you know, I should have done by the end of this week, beginning of next to issue a permit. So it'll be the second house for this year. I got my 24 hours of codes training in annual required, and I'm going in a couple weeks for my required 16-hour floodplain training in Ithaca in a couple weeks. And then that's about it, unless the rest is kind of like legally things.
Okay, just continue. All right, any questions for Gina at this moment? Thank you, Gina.
Yeah.
Mike, out there.
So I know Patty's looking into, or the procedure of changing the website, making it look a little more appealing to the residents. I started the .gov part, we're just waiting for them to hit us back with they're okay with everything. So that's well on its way. Tax collection's completed, I handed in the books yesterday,
Alright.
so they're paid, everybody's good. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Okay. The .govs, we all gotta have what, emails with .govs basically?
That's not even, they're not requiring that yet, they want our website to be a .gov.
Oh, is that what it was?
Just to give people a little more confidence when they go on the website, they're thinking they're not getting scammed.
Yeah.
And then once that's established, we can decide whether we want .gov emails or not, but as of right now, that's not a requirement.
Okay. I know that Ed Bashiro, he sent me something yesterday on that too. That was what, emails as well. I'll double check it.
It's gotta be easier than frontiernet.net.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, the county,
Got too much
sometimes,
saved in there.
sometimes I can't have proper correspondence with certain people because for some reason, I'm already on a block list. They just don't like my email, there's no reason for it, sometimes I can send stuff, sometimes I can't, so. Not that it's gonna solve the problem, but it might.
Okay, alright.
Now, is there any, not to prolong this any, but is there any like security with these .gov things, or it's just .gov and that's all there is to it?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little more legal to it, like, it's a .gov.
Right, certainly.
Probably not good to tamper with.
Cool.
Yeah, behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Do you have to go through a certain, like, website service?
The .gov was basically me getting a domain, like I had to request the domain, so it'll be like townofparis.gov.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was available, because there's multiple towns of Parises.
Yeah, sure.
So then once that's established, once they're okay with everything that I told them, they're just double checking, they will tell me how to do it to the digital towpath, which is our website right now. So, should be pretty easy to switch over.
Yeah.
Can you do a different, like, Weebly or things like that?
A what?
Like a Weebly site or something, and have stuff, cause you can
I don't know what
link it to
you
the
just said.
domain. No, cause they're like easier, like look nicer, like digital towpath is not.
Right, well, that's
They're
like
updating it,
Patty's in the
they're
process of
Yeah.
Coming to the 21st
learning
century.
how to make it so it's just like a little more in your face and not just text.
Yeah, they're updating it so it's more phone
Has
friendly
some
too, so you can,
code, that's all it looks like.
Yeah.
so you can get it on.
Well, yeah, it all looks like HTML.
Yeah. Probably pretty
It's still cheaper.
Alright. Any questions for Mike? Thanks, Mike. Gary, Park.
The gate's open.
That's
The wall's not. Don's supposed to be back next Monday.
Okay.
Hopefully he brings the nicer weather with him. And we'll work on, I know Bob Acey said there's quite a few trees and stuff down on
Is there?
the path.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the walking trail,
The
basically?
walking trail, yeah, up in the woods. See if you guys have a chainsaw.
Just call.
Alright, I haven't been up there yet, I didn't wanna go up there.
It's probably a little soft back there.
A little rainy and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, right now.
I don't have a golf cart battery in it, so I don't wanna go.
If he can't get up in and out of there with his four-wheeler or whatever, he's welcome. Our side-by-side still has the tracks on it.
Oh, does it?
At the firehouse, yeah.
Alright.
He's
Bringing
welcome,
it down to my,
welcome to use that and cut trees or whatever he wants to do.
Alright, well, thank you.
I don't know how long everything's gonna be so wet, it's pretty wet.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty bad. We have touch a truck scheduled with PTO on the 26th. We're supposed to have the bathrooms open by then, hopefully the weather is.
26th April.
April 26th?
Yeah.
I'm not turning the water on for that.
I know we did last year, it kinda, you
Yeah, we
know, we did, but, the porta potty's down there.
Yeah.
We said fireworks are the 16th of May. We're gonna do swim lesson signups May 28th and 29th, that's after Memorial Day,
Okay.
3 to 6. And then I'm gonna try a Saturday sign up from 10 to 1 on the 7th of June, because sometimes it's hard for people to get down. I don't know that I'll do the signs.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Costly, I just don't know if they're worth doing.
Your call.
If you're okay, maybe I'll ask the school to put out a parent square message for the community wise. It's up to you. I don't know. It's the most effective way to.
Yeah, I got you. For everybody to know.
Yeah.
Okay. It's part of the shared services with the schools, so
Yeah, I mean, if you're okay with it,
Yeah.
usually they don't have any
I think
issues.
it's a good idea.
New hire or orientation for all the kids will be June 26th, it's just kinda, it's that Thursday, 'cause they're still so late this year.
Oh, is
Like
it?
Wednesdays are still testing,
Huh.
so I can't do it on, I usually do it on a Wednesday, but, so it'll be the Thursday, the 26th, graduation's the 27th.
Okay.
Last year we had pools open on Friday night or whatever, but we'll just do the Saturday opening, cause nobody really came. I will be down graduation night. We always have an issue with the pavilion when the cops have to be called,
Okay,
because there's always a rowdy.
okay. We shut the gate usually on that night usually?
No,
too?
cause if it's there, a lot of kids, a lot of people park.
Oh, we just don't.
Which is fine.
We don't do reservations.
Right,
We
we
don't do
reservations.
reservations,
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry, that's
but,
what I
and
was-
obviously the pavilions are, you know, if there's no reservations,
Yeah.
it's never local people. It's
Okay.
never local people, it's always, other people, but, session one will start the 30th of June for swim lessons. Session two starts the 21st of July, Big Fun Day is the 8th of August, and then usually, I don't know what I had for a closing date, let's say, August 17th is the closing date for the pool. We usually close it before school starts. Kids, I know.
No.
Kids go back to college and they don't have lifeguards, and nobody comes, you know, the weather's gonna be like 40 degrees in the morning
Yeah,
or
it does,
something.
there's always that time.
There's
right?
always that time, and
Yeah.
people are on vacation, so it's not worth keeping it open and dumping chemicals in it, so. I know, I haven't been in there, I know we had issues last year with some stuff. I talked to the city of Sherrill, cause they did a whole resurfacing project last year. They gave me the name of the company, and I highly do not recommend them, so, the people that do it, he says, honestly, if you have somebody who can do any concrete masonry work, just go to McQueen and Bannigan and order the Marsite for the pools and have them mix it up themselves and do it and patch it, wherever, because it's not worth having this
Yeah.
company come in.
Yeah, cause there's only so many companies that do that.
Right, and he says you can just order it Marsite from McQueen and Bannigan, so,
Okay.
yeah. So, I know, I'm trying to think who's down, I know.
Island,
Usually just tiling, I know. I've done some, I mean, I know my Tibbetts technically, but I've done some, I don't know how good I am, but once you get into those hot pools or like if the sun is shining out, I don't know how quick it gotta work, but we got cans of Flexi, we'll make it work.
Yeah, mine too.
I don't know, I haven't heard anything come across about the New York Swims grants,
Okay.
for this year. I usually do it before I do.
Yeah, I don't either.
I wanna say it comes out in May and then it's due in June, which
Yeah,
is
it's
about
quick.
right, it's like a month. When I talked to the city of Sherrill, they said that they didn't qualify because they didn't have the population, so I don't know how well it will work statistic wise. With all the comprehensive plan stuff, you could probably pull some, right, cause is that demographics in there?
Yes.
Isn't it, right? Yeah, okay, so I'll probably ask about some of that and then see what the demographics, see if they qualify.
Okay.
I know Clinton's closing their pools, they're not opening, they're done.
They'll probably rewrite them here then.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Lane pit, man.
that's a lot of good,
Pools.
so,
it's always been.
I know,
It's more money.
I don't know, they suggested like the Wattis Foundation does a lot of, like, for recreational, you know, grants and things like that, so that'll probably be
Uncle Eddie.
something that comes in. Cause honestly, I don't think we're the only, in is Whitesboro have pools anymore? I don't think they do. Whitestown, no, I don't think us and Utica are the only
There
pools.
was a lot,
Probably be a chlorine shortage this year anyway.
No, that was 2 years
Don't
ago.
be such a
Yeah.
terrified.
Gotta be terrified of anything.
Yeah, check out Canada too.
It's a chemical to get back to.
How about looking at upgrading the playground area?
Yeah, I mean, I did look at equipment stuff on that. I know the schools upgrading theirs this year, and they're getting upgrades. They put in all theirs for their capital project and stuff, I believe. And,
Can we get their old stuff?
I was just gonna say, their old stuff's as good as.
That playground.
Can we get it?
I literally built that playground.
I don't know if they're adding
over by the
on to it, or they're
There
getting
was
rid of it in
one
general.
when I
Right.
started.
Ask them shared services, I
Yeah.
can give it to
I
you.
had up the whole project
Yeah, I know they're gonna put swings on.
I have the black at home.
Yeah, I think they're gonna put.
If you have it moved over here, we'll get you another plaque.
Yeah, I can ask, I can see if they're gonna.
Judy, you're hired to bring it over here.
Oh, I was young then.
Yeah, I can see what they're doing. I don't know if they're just adding more stuff onto it. I know they're
Alright.
doing swings or something too, but I mean, I've looked at some of the catalog things to add, upgrade.
Yeah, 'cause we did put some money aside for that.
Yeah.
So we just touch base with Kim and just see how much that was.
I think it's like 32.
Yeah.
30, yeah.
Actually, I have it here somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not cheap either, and then I have to ask, we do any new updates, do we have to change the surface name? I thought there was a new wall that came across, I'll have to ask the insurance guy, I don't know, he said he was okay with the wood chips. Mike, do you remember, the insurance guy said?
Yeah, we just needed some kind of cushioning material there. We
Okay,
didn't-
alright.
And he went down there, so if he had an issue, he should have said something.
Okay, yeah, alright, so let me.
Is that the recent one?
Yeah, the other day, Nymer guy came
Oh,
and
he
he wanted
did?
to,
Yeah,
after
he
he met with these guys, he met with me, just wanted to talk about town clerk stuff, and also bet my ear about the park.
Yeah, I think we'll probably pull the spring house, I mean,
Tried to get you out of it. He said, who's in charge of the parks? I said, well, James Christian, but he's not here today. And they still hooked Mike.
Usually it's long with Heimer, usually I'm with them like a whole
Well, he
day.
told us, he said, I just need you for 10 minutes, and 45 minutes
Yeah.
later, we were.
I mean,
we
he
were
was,
still answering
a nice
questions.
guy, had a lot of little good points or
Yeah.
things, at least down for us, down to the shops, what to do. He was really good.
It's not what I anticipated being an insurance guy coming
No.
in and telling you how you're supposed to do stuff.
No, he was-
really,
He was great.
real easy.
He really was great, which was, we passed it, you know, just little things, it was good.
like per their training thing last year, I do weekly inspection reports, so I have those on file
Yeah.
too. If there's anything that's like an issue.
So actually for ARPA, we earmarked 38,765.
Okay.
So, because maybe less $1,000 for those benches, but
Right, okay. All right.
I did forget one thing. For equipment. Am I too late?
It's Carrie's turn.
Yeah, I'm almost
I-
set, but
I
I
told
turned
you.
the floor over to you, but
Yeah, you're all set?
I'm good. I think I got everything.
We talked earlier about the mowing tractor,
Yes.
and the deal fell through with, it was the town of Jordan or town of
Yeah.
Albert, whatever it was. Anyway, town of Verona had one up on their Auctions International site that Vinnie and I went over and looked at, and was actually $10,000 cheaper than the one. They had it up on their auction site. Obviously, they went through what they had to go through with that. They had a number they wanted, which was 40,000, and they talked to the folks who bid on it. Look, we're looking to get more than that, this tractor. Now, we don't wanna do it. So he called us and said, if you guys are able still, or want it, they'll sell for 40,000. We get, I mean, it's well worth it. And I mean, I guess we have the capital to
we do, I just don't know about the procedure.
take care of. We bought one of the snow plows from them, from town of Verona, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Through the town, it was municipality, I know we bought that little Mack from them. I don't know how that
We
went
had to put
down.
that out to an RFP.
Even if you buy municipality to municipality,
Yeah, I don't.
because I don't think I don't know, I don't think
we
we
probably
could.
put that out to an RFP as well.
I'd have to ask Jim, I
I
don't
mean, it's as
remember.
simple as just advertising in the paper, this is what we're looking for.
Right.
And it could be pretty much what you're trying to
Yeah,
buy.
All you can do is advertise the specs of that exact tractor.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And it
Got
gives other people a
Yeah.
chance to beat their price, that's all.
Yeah, and if it took them a month, it's,
Okay,
so,
Yes, it's doable, but that'd be the proper way
okay,
to do that.
So would you like to advertise for bid for,
yeah, I've gotta get I don't even know what I know it's 26, 15 or 16. Yeah, I'll have to get the particulars from them, we totally can, yeah. So you need to, whatever, make a motion for it to do that?
So look for how we do.
well, just to put it out to
Yeah, put
bid.
it out to bid, yeah.
You give me the specs that I'm gonna put out to bid. That
Okay.
you're looking for a sweeper,
No.
not to,
Or-
basically not to exceed
Mower,
40,000.
All right.
Whatever.
All right, yeah, all right, so
Yeah.
we're looking to do a motion to put, to look for a mower, put it out to bid,
Yep.
for the highway department.
Yeah, Town of Verona will purchase it from, or looking for it.
You'll get the specs from.
Yeah, you just get the information from him and he'll put it in the,
We'll
Okay.
put it in the paper and then we won't be behind.
We'll
Right.
get it.
And then we gotta have a public hearing.
We need a motion on that, please.
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Okay, that was it.
All right.
good thing you brought it up.
Jeez.
No, it's
I
good.
know.
You have to have a
Well, I
special
mean,
meeting
I told them folks, I did not know the whole procedure, so that's fine.
before the next meeting.
We can have
November.
it, we can try to have it ready for the next meeting.
To open it or something like
Yeah.
that?
And if we don't, then we'll have to just push it out.
Yeah, right, it's, I mean, they know we're interested, so we just
And they
go
understand
through the
procedure.
particulars
Yeah.
for it, and we'll do it, that's fine. It's probably gonna be a little bit before we get them up.
Yeah, look,
Hopefully.
Look at the looks of things.
that's it. Okay.
That's so clever.
Okay, anything else from department heads?
Sorry about that.
I do actually.
Wait,
I just, I got a call from Marty Hubbard yesterday. Huh? No, I'm not on there.
yeah.
No, he asked me and then Marty called me yesterday, so I wasn't gonna call him and say, hey, can you put me on the,
No, okay.
he did the pump station on Butler Road.
Yes.
They wanna know where we stand with the one on Sulphur Springs Road.
Across the street.
And, I wasn't quite sure until yesterday afternoon when we had a leak over there. So, we did get it repaired, but again, that stuff's old. The question I have is actually probably for you, because he bid both of these pump stations last year or the year
Yeah.
before, last year, right? And we held off on one because it was, they were expensive. But I didn't know if we have to rebid it again as long as he holds his price. I don't know enough.
I haven't had that question put to me before.
Okay. Alright, well, it doesn't have, I don't need the answer tomorrow, I just didn't know, and I didn't wanna tell him yes, I mean, my reserve fund is over 350,000,
Yeah,
so I mean, I know we have the money for it. I just didn't know what,
Procedure wise.
and if we didn't have to bid it again, it'd be great, because I think if we bid it again, he's gonna add 10%
Yeah,
or
sure.
whatever, you know, and I don't wanna do
How
that.
did, how did we handle that bid in our minutes
It
this
was,
time?
it was, like, so we obviously did the sealed bid process. And
And-
it's just, we only acted on one half of the bid.
So we didn't take any action at all on the other?
On the
On
second
the other, we
part,
just left it.
And were there any other bidders?
no,
No.
Hubbard was the only bidder.
We can pull that information and get it over to your office.
Yeah, I don't, I have a sense of what I wanna say, but until I.
No, that's okay, like you say, I was pretty certain what I had to say would had to be directed at you anyway, so I just don't know where we stand with that.
Alright, so we'll try to gather that from.
Yeah, I'll send
Yeah,
it.
and,
Yeah.
Mike and Kim, sent the information out for the pickup, so we can try to
Okay.
keep up on that
Hopefully it-
station stuff, and,
Hopefully it
Yeah,
takes, it,
like you say,
it's
if
like
it-
pulling teeth now. I almost gave up.
yeah, it's a lot different, it's a lot different than when we did it there in
Yeah, back in the
23,
day,
yeah,
we'll
so,
do that.
it's,
More complicated.
they changed the whole process.
Okay, it's under the same software.
And nobody answers the phone at OGS. So, actually, I shouldn't say that, Kim did get a call back, so she's supposed to call that gentleman tomorrow, I guess.
Okay. Alright, alright.
But, yeah, that's all I had, I wanted to make sure I asked about that pump station.
Yes, I know, that was, you're right, we should probably move on that too. The other one's working real nice, huh?
Yes, yeah, it's doing just what it should,
Yeah, it's great. Everyone's happy with the water pressure.
and nobody complains.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, the water pressure issue
Yep.
up there, so was for Butler. so.
Yes, Butler, yep.
Alright, any questions for Joey then? Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Alright, looks like we need to go into executive session, is that fair to say, for code and zoning issues, is that what we're looking to do? So motion to go into executive session for, I guess, legal reasons at, 5:36 PM? Second? All in favor?
Come on.
So we're gonna go on to executive session at 5:59 PM, can I get a motion on that?
I'll make the motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, let's see, I guess we wanna pay the bills, a motion to, pay the vouchers? Can I get a second?
Second.
Alright, all in favor?
Aye.
And then we're gonna close out the meeting at, 6 PM, can I get a motion on that, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second, Judy, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. right, everybody, thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, well, everybody have a good evening, stay warm.